In this example, we're going to apply fractions to volume, and so we're finding the volume of a rectangular prism here. And the volume formula for a rectangular prism is volume equals length times width times height. So you can see that they've labeled length, width, and height on this rectangular prism, and all we have to do is multiply those three fractions or mixed numbers to find our volume. So volume equals, the length is 5 2/3, times the width is 2 1/2, times the height is 3 2/5. Now, in order to multiply fractions, we do not have to create a common denominator, but we do have to create our mixed numbers into improper fractions. So 5 times 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17. My denominator stays the, hopefully you're saying, same. And then times 2 1/2, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. My denominator stays the same, 2. Times my last fraction, 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. My denominator stays the same with 5. Now I'm going to look at multiplying from left to right. So I'm going to start here with 17/3 times 5/2. There's nothing that I can cross reduce here. So I'm going to multiply 17 times 5, which you may have to do out to the side, and that's okay. When I do that, I get 85, and 3 times 2 is 6. So I've got 85/6, and then I'm going to multiply that by 17/5. Now here, 6 and 17 don't have any common factors to cross reduce, but 5 and 85 do. 5 goes into 85, I'm not sure how many times, I just know that 85 ends in a 5, so I'm going to do some quick division here. 85 divided by 5 is 17, so here's 17, and 5 cross reduces to 1. Now I have 17 times 17 in my numerator, so I'm going to have to do that out to the side because I don't know that fact off the top of my head. 7 times 7 is 49, 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. Add a 0 to the end. 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 1 is 1. And then when I add, 9 plus 0 is 9, 1 plus 7 is 8, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So 17 times 17 is 289. 6 times 1 is just 6. And now I know I have an improper fraction that needs to be converted into a mixed number. I just have to figure out how many times, so I'm going to have to do some more division. 289 divided by 6. 6 cannot go into 2, but it does go into 28 4 times. 4 times 6 is 24. When I subtract, I get 4, bring down my 9. 6 goes into 49 8 times. 8 times 6 is 48, and I've got a remainder of 1. So 6 goes into 289 48 whole times, so that's my whole number, with 1 remaining, or 1 is my remainder, and so 48 1/6 is my total volume of this shape. Volume is equal to 48 1/6, and I almost forgot, whenever we're doing word problems or volume problems or any of these applied fraction problems, we have to remember that if there's a label to be added, we should add it. And so in this case, my volume is centimeters cubed, or centimeters to the 3rd power, and I have 48 1/6 centimeters to the 3rd power.